Hello everyone, I'm Ian Bible with Greenville IT here in Greenville, Tennessee, and today we are going to cover software settings that will help greatly reduce your chances of becoming infected by a virus. Now, it's important to note that there's no such thing as foolproof antivirus, and I cannot guarantee that you will no longer become infected by a computer virus, but if you follow these steps, it will greatly reduce your chances of becoming infected. We're going to cover antivirus settings, Windows update settings, Flash update settings, and Java update settings. We're going to start with antivirus, and in this case we are using Microsoft Security Essentials, which is Microsoft's free antivirus. You can get it by Googling Microsoft Security Essentials or going to greenvillit.com. Scroll down, and on the right there's a helpful software link. And at the top we find Microsoft Security Essentials. And this takes us to where we can download the product. You just need to know if you have 32 or 64-bit Windows. If you're not sure, go to the Start button, right click on Computer and hit Properties, and right here by System Type it'll tell you if you are 32-bit or 64-bit. If you want to switch to Microsoft Security Essentials from your current antivirus product, install Security Essentials first and then remove your old antivirus product. You don't want to have two antivirus programs installed at the same time. It does not increase your protection. It'll just bog your computer down and cause all kinds of errors. The important area to keep your eye on in your computer is down here next to the clock. It's called the System Tray. This is where you'll get notifications. And as we can see, Microsoft Security Essentials is giving us a notification by the icon being orange with an exclamation point in it. And if we hover over it, it tells us that we're potentially unprotected. So if we open it up, we figure out what's going on. It says you haven't run a scan on your PC for a while. And this can happen if your scheduled scan occurs when the computer is not actually on. So to check when the scheduled scan is set to occur, we'll go up here to the Settings tab, and we see that by default it'll do a quick scan every Sunday at around 2 in the morning. Now, quick scan's not ideal. Let's switch that to full scan and Sunday to daily. Now, what time to have the scan happen depends on how you use your computer. If, like me, you leave your computer running 24/7, 2 in the morning is just fine. But if you're used to turning the computer off at the end of the day, or you only turn it on when you use it or when you need it, adjust this time to when the computer is most likely to be on. Since I leave this running all the time, 2 in the morning is just fine. Now, the other important setting is limit CPU usage during scan. It's set by default to 50%, but if you have a laptop or a slower computer, an old computer, this can help keep your computer useful while a scan is occurring. You can use your computer while a virus scan is happening, but it may cause your applications to bog down and become unresponsive, which is obviously not ideal. 30% should be good. Your results may vary depending on your computer, but if you have it scheduled to happen at night when nobody's using it, just go ahead and uncheck it. That will ensure that the virus scan has full CPU power. Make sure to hit Save Changes. Next, we'll go to Default Actions. It's set to ask us what it should do anytime it finds an infection at these 4 different alert levels. We really don't care about the alert levels. We just want it to get rid of anything it finds. So all 4 of these options will be changed to Remove. Hit Save Changes. That way it's not going to ask us anything. It'll just get rid of it. Real-time protection is turned on by default. This is very important. Make sure that that is on. All three of these excludeds should be blank. There should be nothing in any of these options. If there are, remove them. Under Advanced, we want to check Scan Removable Drives and create a System Restore Point. Scan removable drives is important if you use flash drives or external hard drives to transfer files between computers. This will help prevent cross-contamination. And a restore point will help us recover the operating system if a virus removal has caused a problem. We'll hit Save Changes. Now if you're using another antivirus product other than Security Essentials, that's fine. It should have the same settings. They'll obviously be in a different place. Just dig through your antivirus product and make sure that the settings are similar to what we've shown here. And that'll do it for antivirus. The next notification we see in our system tray is for Windows updates. To get there, we go to the Start button, go to Control Panel, and scroll all the way down to Windows Update. In Windows XP, it's called Automatic Updates. On the left, we'll click Change Settings, and we see that by default important updates are installed automatically every day at 3 in the morning. Now this is the default setting for Windows going back to Windows 95, and that's fine as long as your computer is on every day at 3 in the morning. So just as with the antivirus, we want to adjust this time to a time when the computer is usually on if you don't leave your computer running 24/7. If you have a laptop or a computer that isn't on a regular schedule, I highly recommend changing this setting to download updates for me, but let me choose whether to install them. And notice that day and time has been grayed out. This is because now anytime this computer is on and online, it will automatically download the updates for you, and then it'll pop up a notification that says that they're ready to install. And the notification will be this icon, and it'll pop up and say that updates are ready to install. You can choose to do it then, or when you shut your computer down, you notice this shield, and it'll install your updates then and then turn your computer off. Either method is fine as long as the updates are installed. If you don't do either, there will be a pop-up that warns you that the computer is going to reboot in about 10 minutes, and if you're not there, it'll just reboot and take care of itself. I'm going to leave it on for 3 a.m. Microsoft pushes updates out the second Tuesday of every month. It's called Patch Tuesday. So you can leave it running Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights if you don't leave it running all the time regularly. And next we're going to cover Java updates, and we need to go back to the control panel. And here we see Java. Now, Java is responsible for about 80% of the virus infections that occur. So unless you absolutely have to have it, I recommend not installing it at all or removing it. If you go to a web page that requires Java, the browser will tell you, and you can make the decision then if the content you're after is important enough to install Java. We click Java, it brings open the control panel, and we click on the Update tab. And here it'll tell us when the last time updates were checked and gives us a button to manually check. And says that I'm all the way up to date, which is great. If you weren't, it would say that updates are available. Click here to download. Go ahead and do that. It'll say click install. You click install. Now it's really annoying, but every time Java will try to install the Ask toolbar, all you have to do is uncheck that box and click Continue. Flash Player is the same as Java. If you don't need it, don't install it, but there are a whole lot of pages that use it, but it's not as big of a security risk as Java. We'll open the control panel for it, click on Advanced, and you'll see here that allow Adobe to install updates should be selected by default, and that's great. I wish Java would do that. And that pretty much wraps up all these settings. Like I said, this will not guarantee that you will not get infected, but it'll help reduce the chances. Windows updates are extremely important. Java updates are extremely important. Anytime you see either, I highly recommend that you install them right away. Like I said, my name is Ian Bible, and I own Greenville IT here in Greenville. If you have any suggestions for other videos in the future, you can email me at ian@greenvillet.com. You can go to my website, greenvillet.com. You can find my contact info there, as well as links to all my social media pages. Thank you for watching. I hope it's been useful, and we'll see you next time.